Hello. How's it going? Why am I playing a, like, 2-year-old game, you ask? I've just always wanted to play this game, and I keep, like, not starting it. Just because either time or I'm like, I can't start that yet. So I figure if I stream it, I at least give myself the excuse to get it started, and then if the first, like, couple hours hooks me, then I'll be able to play it off stream. Hey, MJ Gamer, Absane. What's up, guys? Kind of been wanting to like replay Fallout New Vegas lately too, so I figure this will kind of give me the taste of that because it's made by the same people.
Awaits you in the stars. Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny. When you go out of this world...
Cryo sleep is kind of like the ultimate sci-fi, like fantasy, right? The ultimate sci-fi invention. Like, sci-fi is really not possible unless we figure out cryo sleep. This game isn't close to New Vegas? Really? It feels like it has the same vibes. No E3 this year? Really? They just canceled it? Phineas doesn't seem like a very intimidating villain name.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh. And we're just into the thing now, huh? Attributes. Strength. That felt pretty abrupt. I kind of thought we were going to be on a bigger cutscene for a while. Okay, so strength, dexterity. Intelligence. Intelligence affects critical hit bonus damage. That doesn't seem like all it does. Strength affects melee weapon damage. Dexterity affects melee attack speed and ranged weapon reload speed. Perception affects headshot and weak spot damage bonuses. Charm affects faction reputation and companion ability cooldowns. Temperament improves your natural health regeneration. That seems weird. Lie is an affected skill. How below average attributes come with a penalty? Huh. Interesting. 80 kg. I don't know how much that is. That means literally nothing to me. Alright, I'm gonna up charm because I like being able to persuade people. I like being able to carry more, so I don't have to, like, throw my shit out. Is this important? Because I really like headshotting things. I kind of want to make perception high. Let's do this build. That seems fine. Next. Oh, I should have looked into a build. These are so many stats. Points placed in a core skill will increase specialized skills.
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
Oh, so I should just pick one of the core skills first. Oh my god. So much stuff. I haven't played like an RPG where you gotta like read stuff. Like read these stats. Dialogue. I always liked the dialogue checks in Fallout games. I always felt like those were super important to making good progress. Ironically, I never liked sneaking, but hack and lockpick always are really useful. Determination skill increases the maximum health of your companions. That's odd. Can your companions permanently die in this game? I never needed to really put stats into guns in the Fallout games, because usually I'm a good enough shot that I can just headshot things to death with low stats. Let's just put stuff into leadership. Let's be a charismatic gentleman.
Or at least captain.
Aptitude. What the hell is this? Select the career aptitude that your character possesses. Each aptitude corresponds to a small bonus.
It'll be a miracle if you make anything grow.
Oh, you can only pick one of these. Okay.
Sous chef? Some kind of flavor specialist?
Drink. Oh, these must be perks. Drink effect duration, block +1, persuade +1, shock damage -3, engineering +1, dodge +1, N-ray? What the fuck is that? Food duration effect, corrosion damage, inspiration, medical, plasma damage received -3, science +1, one-handed melee. I don't know how good any of these would be. None of these really seem that great. I'm gonna be no discernible aptitude. That's me. Looks good. Oh my god, I'm definitely not doing any of this shit. I'm just gonna go with default because I always wear helmets in these games anyway, so it doesn't matter how my face looks. Helmets are always cooler than human flesh anyway.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Why me specifically? I just picked that I had like no career, so why does it really matter?
Not likely, bootlickers.
I would get it if my character was like a soldier or something that would like rally that ship back to like functional status and put it back in like a habitable planet, but like I'm just some dude.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Damn, you get shot once, you only lose 25% structural integrity, but you lose 90% power? Talk about a glass cannon build. Hardest difficulty, they die forever.
Ah, there you are.
I remember
What's
hearing
going
about
on,
this
eh?
game that like
Little
you could
bad
kind of
news
kill
there, I'm
anybody to
afraid.
keep going.
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
What? What if I just was like, no? You know? Like, I'm just some dude.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Is this my ODST drop pod?
You've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing.
Why do you trust me?
Nasty way to go.
Everything seems to have like a weird orange hue to it. I think I alerted those enemies and I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to fight them. I don't have a weapon yet.
now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
What was that supposed to be? Emergency activation thing? No thanks.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Wow, this has like the even the same like engine as Fallout. Like the guy has like the same mannerisms and movements.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped
Low
by
luck
with my
stat.
life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you, weird man. It says spacebar ×2 in the upper right, and it gives like a weird dodge thing, but I don't... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a strafe. That's... You can't strafe forward, though. This dude has been shot and dying, and I just looted the rest of his supplies.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
You can kill him? Nah. I'm not gonna do that. Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think and take action. You have limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TT meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. Phew. What the? Man, how much does this aimed in suck? Hacking and picking locks. There's no like lockpick you. Hey, guy. I'm gonna take all until I am over encumbered. I'm not sure if it's a all guy. I think it might just be you and Gamer, but ammo seems to be pretty plentiful. Fuck it, I'm not gonna take this shots. Okay, maybe I should have. Headshots seem to do way more damage. Am I right that this game seems to have like an orange hue to it?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a violation, let it go.
Really? How is he?
He said don't let people know that I helped him, so I won't.
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it?
No.
Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Don't you worry, I'll handle it.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go. Put him down!
Oh, cool. Hopefully they die so I can loot their stuff. Wow, actually, I didn't expect them to die that fast. These guys aren't that tough. They literally didn't even make it to the battlefield before they died. What? What the fuck? Come out from behind the bush, please. Thanks. Oh, you can't, like, take their gear? What's the point? I want their uniform. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points, okay? Perks. Selecting perks. You choose which perks to buy. You get a new perk every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available. Plus 50% base health, that seems nice. Minus 20 vendor price. 50 XP from companion kills, no. Tactical time dilation lasts longer. I'm not going to do that. Sometimes you're the only person you can trust. Lock the ability to fast travel while encumbered. That sounds nice. At least if you can find a store to fast travel to. I'll wait to see if there's a store to fast travel to until then. Recharge rate. Plus 25% walk speed. Ooh. So, looks like I need to get at least 5 of these. I'm gonna go with increased walk speed first. Give me that. That's huge. This has already been super useful so far, so I do like that. I'm never gonna dodge, and I'm never gonna block, so I don't need that. Let's just do like a charisma build. That always seems so good in these games. Luckily, I usually have the gun skills to like make up for low gun stats. So, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, it's been rainy here today as well.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
That sounds like what a ship would say if it did have valuable
Unauthorized
plunder.
access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
No thanks.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties.
I like how
in 5,
big the eyes got.
4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of
What's this
Captain
game about?
Alex
No
Hawthorne.
idea, really.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you.
The
for
next
your
dialogue
patience
line will be
and
like,
for your
information has been
honesty.
processed.
I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
That should be a red flag
Unfortunately,
that
our
the
engine is currently inoperable.
AI understands
Our
red
main
flag
drive
or
suffered a critical power failure, and we were
loopholes
forced to make an emergency landing.
in its
The
thought
main drive's
processes like
power
that.
regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters.
Do I have
of
like a
certainty.
Pip-Boy I can put her in, or what?
High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Get fucked, Hawthorne.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
It showed, like,
If your equipment is in need of repair
health
or
bars.
modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your... I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I saw health bars when I moved the thing, so I wonder if there's, like, stuff on this ship.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself. Right before he died.
The computer also just kind of took my word for it that this Alex guy was dead. So does that mean that any
The
marauder
ship's
could show up
engines
and be
cannot
like,
powered until a replacement regulator has been properly
Yeah.
installed.
I'm also Alex? And the computer would be like, oh, cool.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
I will not travel alone. I'm outie. Yo?
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards.
Why would they sell human resources to check on the
Seems to me,
guards?
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
I don't like your tone.
Altercation, you say? Shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise.
HR is never your friend. They're on the
You don't
company
wanna
side.
head on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
I hate, What does this do? Oh, it's the conversation log.
Don't get paid.
I
to
currently
chat
hate
with
Spacer's
strangers.
Choice.
You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Everyone's spouting these, like, corporate lines at me. Though I'm sure there's a plot line where you can join Spacer's Choice. Can I, like, holster my gun? Is that a thing? Pop. Yeah, wow, the difference in damage between like a headshot and not headshot is crazy. I have the graphics on max, but why does it feel like this game is still not very pretty? I feel like if it was necessary to holster my gun, though, the game would give me the control prompt. Maybe people won't react negatively to the fact that I have a gun in their face. It is a video game, after all. Hey, Calumet. Oh. Ow. This is not gonna end up worth losing like all of my health for, is it? What's good? Not much. I just really have been wanting to play this game because I missed it when it like came out. And I keep like not starting it, so I figured streaming it will force me to like get started. Also, didn't really know what else to stream. I haven't really for a while. I liked the Fallout series a lot as well. I've been wanting to play Fallout again, so that's why I kind of figured why not just play this, because it'd be a new experience but the same kind of like gameplay. The bit cartridge. I'm just like picking up shit, honestly. Until I run out of inventory space, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Is there an armor in this game? I think so. Because it said I picked up an armor mod. a space church?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside,
Side
I
quest
have a
time.
proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I will never remember that side quest, but thanks anyway, dude. I don't know what any of these items do. I'm just picking shit up.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above...
I don't even know how to access my inventory yet. You just access whatever this is. Oh. Probably should not be behind the counter. Don't want to aggravate that dude.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Music to my ears.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices. Videos where people play as a serial killer in this game are funny. Nice. What is sell junk? Oh, that's, you have to mark those items. I'll just sell these swords. How do I, oh, E? Oh, I'd only get $6 for it. Okay, goodbye.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I was gonna try and not play as like a serial killer, but it'll depend on how much people annoy me. You're just dead? How do I know if I'm, like, spotted or not? Like, normally there's that eye that tells you if you're, like, it's, like, open or closed. I don't see anything that, like, reveals if you're, spotted or not. Because I want to steal shit. Excuse me? God. Good thing I remembered that like, weasel thing was there. Because when I turned the corner and that soldier had, that pistol drawn, I almost instinctively just popped that dude's fucking head off. The only thing that stopped me was that the reticle wasn't red. But I was like finger on the trigger ready. And that could have been bad for this early in the game to just kill like the first person I see.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I hate everyone on this colony.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
You're boring me. I remember when I was younger, I used to, like, always want to read or, like, listen to every dialogue option. Now, like, half the time, if someone's, like, got a conversation going, and it just, I'm not interested, I'm like, alright, let's fucking wrap this shit up.
Waste of company ammo!
This town seems really big. Also, no one seems to mind that I've just been trespassing everywhere. Wow, this even has, like, the Fallout noises. That's really funny. Like, Obsidian really went and, like, when they didn't get their bonus for New Vegas, were like, fuck it, and stole a bunch of assets. Although, it probably was no longer stealing once Microsoft bought them both. Both Bethesda and Obsidian. I feel like most people's first Fallout was either 3 or New Vegas. I don't think the series really popped off until then. Like, the series was always, like, midding till then. First 2 were for PC. Technically first 3, because there was Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Brotherhood. Oh, should I threaten the ward guy? Like, I know that you killed somebody.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those
PC
words
ones
don't
look
come
more
out of your
dark
mouth
than the
unless
rest,
it's
yeah.
Yes, or right away, or thank you.
That and they weren't FPSs. The first ones were all like top-down RPGs, which is kind of like a dead genre. Most RPGs are like this this style now, like this FPS style, or like JRPG.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this lesson. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small.
What do you think if they revisit the old school
Yeah,
style
it's
for a new
busted
Fallout
around
game? They
Argo,
won't.
Because she's set to cook Saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Oh, their conversation is... Hello.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry.
She looks like
I'm
someone
sorry.
that we can recruit as a
Holcomb.
companion.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Why does this guy look like he has so many craters in his...
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I will dismantle it with your help,
I am most emphatically not keen on
and we shall run away
I
together.
can't let you have our power regulator. but I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
I will not hear you
There's
out.
a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Why wouldn't you tell me that before? Marauders aren't people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
Yes.
I mean, if that's all right with you.
Come
Mr.
with me.
Thompson. Sorry.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions. You've gained a companion. They're characters that join you in your adventure and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills, increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat ability. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Do you want to raid the city's, Can I get in the elevator? Okay, she just warps in the elevator.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
She looks totally different outside of the cutscene.
We better
Okay,
clear out
alright,
of
I get it, I get it. We
Hey,
gotta leave
Mr.
the building
Can we
before you'll
talk?
say.
Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Books are for rich folk.
Books are for rich
What
folk.
he wants with something like that? About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And
Look,
maybe
I
they
need a
think there's
power
something else to
generator,
try.
so somebody is going to be
Something we
without
ain't.
power, but it's not gonna
Used
be
to go
me.
walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I don't know what any of those icons now mean in the lower left.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes up.
How do I track the side quest? Oh. So they both appear as the same icon on the map, like my optional objective.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
I just have such a, like, large follow distance.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Not yet.
Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance. Please get it. What would you like to discuss?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Right, Craig, can we wrap this up?
They
I see they
reject the
retained
order of
the
society
New
and
Vegas,
move
like,
beyond the walls so
aggressive
thoughtfully
options for
provided
dialogue.
by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are.
Did that help you at all?
Yeah, huh?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot. She mentioned it one time.
That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Well, if you say so. Cool volcano. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that thing was still alive. What is this thing? I too just pick up needles that I find on the floor in the grass. Oh. What the fuck? All the other guys that marauders that I encountered so far did negative damage. What the hell was that? Those guys killed me in like 2 shots.
Here we go. Nice one.
Is there friendly fire?
Great work.
Is a hammer. Okay, so those guys must be high-level enemies or something? Oh, she's got a gun. Like, just pick that up. Feels like I should level up my health. Did none of these improve, like, my health bar? It's not. Combat dialogue abilities. Cool.
Huh? I smell
Oh, there's a lot of them. With this pistol. They were playing cards. Sorry I interrupted that.
Easy.
Getting armor parts. I don't know what they're for. Ow. Oh shit, I was like, how did I lose so much health? That would be why. God damn it. Be more careful, I guess. I took a lot of damage in this. Especially for normal difficulty. How do I feel about the game so far? It's fine. Nothing special, it feels like. But I mean, still really early. Only an hour into an RPG. Oh. I'm shocked by how fast you die. Because again, this is normal, and we've died 3 times already. Vantage point. Or where everyone would have to funnel into me. I keep getting a bunch of those Adrenos, but I don't know how to use them. Who just shot me? Is it just that this pistol sucks? Like, I'm just pouring into this dude. Okay. DPS? Is the light pistol really my best DPS? Oh, this assault rifle does a bit more. Okay, well that's how that works. What is a mock apple juice? Honestly, what am I in here for? Just seems to be a fight. Nothing really valuable unless that model spaceship means something. Oh, Botanical Lab is here, that's why. Vending machine discovered. That gives you XP. Looks cool. You've insufficient. I bought that helmet. I actually don't even know if that was a smart decision. That helmet looks cool. And that should make me a little bit harder to kill. Exceedingly old saber. Not much use in combat, but it'll look grand on the wall. Cool. Spacer Shaw. Huh, I don't have 25 hack even with her. Makeshift low pressure suit. Standard trooper helmet. Oh shit. I could have got decent armor without even
Nice.
spending money. Instead I spent money. Now I look like the fool. 3 armor. Plus 5 to tech skills. Alright, I will grab medical 20 next level up. Okay, hang on. Why does that armor seem like it'd be better? No, it's not. Riot control armor is less armor than makeshift low pressure suit. At least we figured out why we were dying so fast, because my armor sucked. Are we done in here? I don't know why we were in there, to be honest with you. Absane, have you played through this full game already? This guy's House of Drugs. Whoops. The fuck are bit cartridges, and why do I keep picking them up everywhere? Feels like Spacer's Choice wouldn't advertise weapons because they would only want people employed as soldiers to have guns, right?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
I literally just asked you where she
Start wandering
was.
around my camp. Know that I got my sights on you. Much obliged.
Whatever, weird lady.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. Yeah, huh?
Good talk. We talked to Thomas? That your boyhood friend? Which one of these was Thomas? She just randomly said that's Thomas, but I don't see Thomas. I'm tempted to shoot the chicken, but I believe that will probably make everyone hostile. Ooh, water. I'm not reading all of that. You must be out your goddamn mind.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
I'd probably read it if I was just playing and not streaming. But, I mean, I might as well just be playing, I guess. Drinking on the job, I see. Good start.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Your corporate overlord has told me to put a bullet in your head.
Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's
Probably shouldn't immediately open the conversation with the Reed guy. I'm gonna assume she doesn't like him.
To go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't listening. So yeah, this is the like chaotic Fallout choice. They like seem to have the like drastic, like sarcastic response for every dialogue, but I'm like too serious when I play.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Yeah, someone's about to lose power, so I can have it. It's gonna be you or Reed. So unless you think you can take Reed in a fight.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you
What happened to
agree
the
his
lighting?
plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Yeah, but see, the thing
You're going
is,
down
the
to
cannery has armed guards.
You
You
should
do
divert
not.
power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Gotta defend my girl, considering I'm gonna take her off of this planet.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your
Fine. I'll go
conscience.
attack the corporate overlords, because that's the good guy plot. Alright. Probably gonna wrap up streaming from here. I'll probably just play this game off in my own time. Seems like got reached the end. Doesn't seem to be any viewers, so good time to wrap up. Thanks for watching, those of you that came. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments or on the Discord channel. Link to join that in the description below. Drop a like on the video if you can. Always appreciate it when people do that. Subscribe if you haven't. All that good stuff. But, yeah. See you guys next stream. Have a good one, everybody.